Hello. Why does it do that? New computer, new problems. Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday. Mega Brixton has already redeemed Get Up, Stand Up. Alright, so I just sat down. Get up and stretch. And stretch if you can before we settle in. Ugh. Ugh. Logging into the server. Hello, Captains for you. Hello, Richard Hendricks. And hello, Brixton. Who's online? We actually probably have. We got Asturial online. Still no idea if I'm saying that right. Oh my goodness, it's been a heck of a Sunday for me. It is November. Oh my gosh, I've only spent a few hours actually playing in the server so far. So this is my starter house. It's a little bit, it's been a little bit laggy as well. I really hope we don't have too much. Hello, Ruft19. Oh, look at all the autumn colors. They're fully here. Here's the thing I want to say before I forget. Rainfall in this area is listed as almost all the time. I actually worried when I saw that spawn would be too rainy. I think I've seen it rain here once, and I think everyone else was saying they also hadn't really seen it rain. So I'm concerned there may be a bug, because I've seen this happen in other places as well. So I gotta constantly, I specifically didn't want a place where I have to constantly water the crops. Obviously I'm gonna have to design a different kind of farm now that I realize that I can't count on the rain to keep my crops watered. I'm gonna have to do the kind that other players were using with the trenches of water. This is just tedious, and it dries out so fast you wouldn't even believe. I have to assume there's some kind of bug. Should probably report that to the boss. By the way, Brigson, this is your watering can, I think. I did steal it. I was just gonna borrow it, but then it looked like you had moved out. I'm pretty sure that was your little shack over there, right? So, I've taken it, and I will keep it unless you need it back. If you need it back, obviously I'll give it back. I can make my own. It's not like there's a shortage of resources, but since there was one available that nobody was using, I figured I'd save myself some time. Get these all up to 100%. They won't stay that way for very long, but I was wondering where I went. Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant to tell you that I had grabbed it so that you could grab it back if you wanted. Found another inner. Oh, okay, you're fine then. You don't need it. I've done a little bit of exploration myself. I should give the tour, because this is the first time that I'm actually streaming from the server in survival mode, and not the only time I've streamed from this server has been when we were building it still. So last week the stream was cancelled because we had all kinds of technical problems. It seems to be that one of the mods must have a memory leak, one of the ones that has code, and we don't have very mods that have code. We don't have very many mods that have code in them. So, I have a terrible feeling it might be wild farming revival, which I really don't want to lose because I want to be able to grow mushrooms, but if it turns out to be that, I'll report it to the mod creator. But I haven't had time to actually fully test that out yet. It's been a wild time. I was on here for a little bit. Obviously, I found some seeds and planted some crops, mostly flax. Flax is going to be needed. I actually have my inventory is a mess as well because I have no space for stuff. Everything's just in a pile. I need to build a new house because this is obviously not doing it. I've got iron tools. It was wild because it took ages for me to find copper because we are on limestone here, and as much as I love the limestone, unexpected consequence of being on limestone is limestone doesn't get copper in it. I think maybe it can get malachite, but it certainly doesn't get native copper. So I was wandering, trying to find copper. I finally found some, and then in the meantime, some translocators were repaired. I should show folks around, because unless folks watched the malachite is plentiful. Well, I didn't find any. I was gonna grab some berries. I need to make some more food. I don't have a lot of crops yet, and there's not a lot of vegetables. With this area that we've chose to start, and I say we've chosen, I chose to start us in, not a lot of vegetables. I had to travel pretty far to find stuff for seeds. And I have a lot more seeds. I need to make a proper farm. I keep meaning to do that. But what happened was, some of the translocators up here in our ruined translocator building. Let me show off our ruined buildings. These are almost entirely the work of some of my community, my patrons who are playing on the server. Built these incredible structures for us that are basically little projects for us to work on so that we don't run out of things to do. And this one right here, so on the old server, the 1.17 server, I made a little building with some broken translocators in it at spawn, just to give us something to do. Most of them never got repaired. But the agreement was that for every translocator that gets repaired, I would increase the global deposit spawn rate by 10%. So every repaired translocator means 10% higher like ore generation rate. And this time, I believe this is Asturiel's work, who built this little ruined depot here, complete with gendered bathrooms and offices. And so once upon a time, this was some kind of transportation hub. And all of these translocators were broken. Now these two I have checked out, but I've heard there's another one there, and maybe another one? Missing a couple of... Okay, this was still missing gears. Do I not remember somebody having completely repaired another one? Maybe not. Maybe not yet. Gosh, they're all partly repaired though. I think all the metal parts are done. So I have visited these two. I haven't visited this one yet. We'll do that today. But this one leads to the southeast, really, really far down here. To... Is it this one? Yeah. To an area pretty similar to the one that we're in now. So it's not all that interesting, really. The other one leads up here, not far away at all. However, this area is great because this had a teleportation network teleporter with a trader, a treasure hunter trader. So I unlocked that, and now I can just go back and forth between there. Also, when I was digging out from the translocator to the surface, I found copper, olivine, quartz, iron, and lead, and maybe even some more things. I still was on a copper pick. So I was like, well, there's iron here. So I went back after... Oh yes, and the other thing is, right here, there is a commodities trader who was selling cassiterite nuggets. So I bought all the cassiterite. I think it was only 30 nuggets that I could get. I ran back home and I grabbed my gears and I came back and I bought all the cassiterite and I quickly made a bronze pick. And then I went back and I mined up all the iron. Collected a bunch of leftovers in that tunnel. That's fine. Public property. Help yourselves. When I went back to get the iron, though, there wasn't actually very much iron. It was only poor quality hematite, and it was enough for me to make a set of tools and have a few ingots left over. But I will need to get some more. But that was quite fortuitous. So before I have a proper house, before I have a proper farm, before I had a proper light source, I was still using a torch. I only just made this oil lamp yesterday. Malachite is northeast just before my... I don't actually know where your base is. I don't think I've been to your base. Has anyone checked out this translocator yet? Does anyone know? Because I'm going to jump in there. I've already increased the ore gen rates. Probably use up my old copper stuff. Hello. Oh my gosh. Are you the... Okay. So, funny story. This tower here, Treasure Hunter Tower, there's a Treasure Hunter trader in it with 2 hacked bronze locusts that I immediately tried to attack and was not able to. Then when I unlocked the teleporter and I used the teleporter, I was startled to discover that the trader and his locusts had come with me. And then I went to drop off all my stuff at my little shack over there, and when I came back, the trader was gone, and I was like, oh god, no. What happened to the trader? And I was panicked and I started searching around and it was a nightmare. And then I was like, wait. And I jumped in the teleporter and I went back to the tower and dude was just right there. I had forgotten that NPC traders reset everything about themselves like once every 24 hours. They just, if they're dead, they come back to life, and if they've moved, then they teleport back to their spot. So that guy had just teleported right back to his spot, and was totally fine. He's panicking for no reason. But the locusts did not go back, and so, but I think new locusts generated there. So when you go back there, I might as well go say hello. When you go over there, it's a nice safe spot. There are bronze locusts there, but then when you come back through, sometimes the locusts come with you, and so we're just kind of building up a little army. Or maybe the locusts go back when they've been killed. Because, well, we have an issue here, which we'll get to in a bit. Noob chest. Look at that. Someone's made some crude bows. Probably just dump some stuff in there. Actually, maybe I'll dump the copper. Almost broken flint knife. There you go. I'll use the tin bronze one for now. Still have a flint spear. You know what? I don't need this either. There we go. Some gear for newcomers whenever people join in. By the way, obligatory plug. This is a patron server, and it's only $1 a month to get on the server, just to, you know, have a barrier to entry. I don't want to run a public server because I tried that once and it was a nightmare. Does anyone else get lots of frame drops from a stream? Is it really? Ooh, I am dropping a lot of frames. Oh. I'm not sure why that would be. Let me teleport to a safe spot here. I did a speed test before the stream. Let me just run another one really quick right now. Let me see what's going on, because my speed should be very, very good indeed. Yeah, I've got 260 down, 270 down. The upload speed is what matters. I don't care about this. Quickly. See if we can work on this. Thank you for letting me know about that. Upload speed is great. Okay. So it's not my internet speed. So why am I getting dropped frames? Settings. Output. Bitrate looks correct. I am not sure why that would be. Speed test kill the stream. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I back? Can you hear me? My internet speed is spectacular. Maybe there's a problem between you and Twitch. Yeah, maybe. I do have my VPN on right now. The reason for that being, I have a connection problem between my location and the server. I need to get a proxy address, and I keep forgetting to do it. So I haven't done it yet. This is a frequent problem with the Ackless servers. Servers are great, speed is good and everything, but there's just like a routing error. Because the music is arranged for. Oh no, is it really that bad? Yeah, dropping like 57% of frames. Okay, that's not good. Alright, what I can do is I can turn the VPN off and see if that helps. That does mean I'm more likely to have lag on the server, but I guess that's not the end of the world. So that does mean that the stream will have to go down for a second, but it might automatically reconnect. If it doesn't, I will restart the stream. So we're not that far in. And then we'll pick up where we left off, so bear with me. I'm going to push a button,